Hanukkah to all my amazing followers out there. And what I came to discuss tonight is basically the English department in the Chadarim in the tri-state area. It's mainly like the Borough Park, Williamsburg, Monroe, Muncie, obviously where Chasidish people live. So there has been a guy out there. I mean, I happen to know his sister, so whatever. They're very sweet people and all. Just he opened up a company that basically combats the issue that the Chasidish Chadarim do not teach English the proper way, and like it's like a balagan and it's a zoo and whatever. No one listens on whatever it is out there, and the level is so low. And why can't they be encouraged to go to college? So basically, I have to say that Baruch Hashem, the English or the whole department in the Chadarim has gotten way better since even when I was growing up. I mean, I don't have brothers, I'll be very honest, so I can't say too much, but from what I've known from like different people, the boys, you know, you can't expect a boy from, let's say 3 or 4 o'clock to start sitting there for another 2-3 hours learning English subjects when they have no patience. I mean, they've been sitting for hours already on Kodesh subjects. You can't expect them to sit there for Chol. So obviously the boys, the teachers were like the laughing stock of town, and it was taken very lightly. I have to say that the system, like I said, got way better. I'll give you an example. Like, believe it or not, like Satmar, people are like, oh, Satmar, the kids there, they don't speak English. Trust me, first of all, the kids speak a lot better English from the generation that's like, not my age, I say my age, like, already like from 20 and down, they speak a lot better than they used to. But first of all, don't forget that they were children from immigrants or like grandchildren from immigrants. So as it is, a lot of Hungarians didn't really speak Yiddish that much, so they had to learn Yiddish, and besides for Yiddish, they also had to learn English. So a lot of them had accents, which is very cute, it's very nice, I don't care, whatever. But so people are like, oh, Satmar kids, first of all, it's not only Satmar, it's a lot of different schools that the kids had very strong accents, and like I said, the English department was pretty schwach. It wasn't that good. But I'd say probably in the last few years, they've really tackled down on it. Like I'm saying, like it used to be like the boys used to like make trouble and stuff like that by English, but Baruch Hashem, they really, I mean, again, I don't know that much because, there's different schools out there and there's different ways how they deal with it, but the English department has gotten way better. They have like teachers that are from and they understand the boys and they could like teach it to them or whatever it is. But one big massive proof that I have that it has gotten way better is I did help basically this person. He is a teacher in Satmar and an English teacher, and for the middle grades, and I actually had the pleasure of marking quite a few of his tests, and I have to say that the kids in Satmar really did well. Like the rubbish kids actually got like in the 90s or in the hundreds on spelling and math, and their level of English must have been like maybe like a grade younger, which is not that bad, but they were learning words that were like really complicated. Like I don't even know if I learned it when I was that age. So definitely it has gotten better. Like people it really has gotten a lot better. Another thing is like people like they I was once talking to a mother. I actually work in a preschool. So she was like, yeah, I was like, why don't you send to, let's say, a place like, I don't know, babiv or something like that. So she's like, I want him to get a good education and whatever. I'm like, so he'll go to Mechon Parnasa after he finishes yeshiva. Like, who cares? She's like, no, I want him to have like a normal education and not like, like be uneducated and go to Chasidish yeshiva and then just like, just speak basic English and not know like anything. Like, I want him to have a degree. So I'm like, seriously? I know, okay, so basically, I know people that are, let's put it this way, they're in the field of a lot of different fields. They're doctors, they're lawyers, they're stuff like that. And I haven't seen, like I was like, you could go to Long Island, like, and just like see for yourself how much money they're earning there. I mean, go compare to Borough Park, Williamsburg, Monroe. The tycoons that live in those cities are not to compare to the guys that live in Long Island. Like, go check it out. The people in Long Island, they might have degrees and everything. First of all, not everybody uses their degrees. That's number one. Number two, they just don't know how to do it. So they get their doctor, okay, so he makes like whatever, a few million. But you want to go compare that to the guys in Williamsburg who could barely read or speak English, okay, because they're from the Fria Digada, right, that didn't have that substantial English education. You want to go compare those billionaires to the kids in Long Island or whatever it is. I know enough people with degrees that are poorer than the people in Williamsburg, Borough Park, Monroe, Muncie that had just a Chasidish education. You could go like look at the statistics. Again, I'm not saying that there aren't rich people over there. There are, but the tycoons that came out of the Chadarim that do not speak or learn a proper English over there, you could just like go check it out. It's not a big deal. So that's basically my question to this guy who has opened up a company and made it his business to make sure that everyone gets a proper chinuch and a proper education. It's okay, you're right, 100%, like, they didn't, like, teach you maybe math and spelling 100%. Like, yes, it's so embarrassing that you have to go to the Social Security office and your wife has to, like, fill out all the papers. So what? So big deal. So you're an immigrant in your own country? I mean, like, who cares? I really don't see the issue with that at all. And actually, I'd say most of my family, like, I'm saying, like, most of my family did have, like, a proper English education and stuff. Some of them actually do have degrees, and they're from, and Chasidish or not Chasidish or whatever they are, and they're fine. They're perfectly fine. But actually, it's funny, my father, in high school, he did not go to English. He just had no patience, and he cut it. And instead, he went to yeshiva, and he learned for the rest of the day, or like in Kailul, whatever it was. I don't know what they had in those days. And the whole funny joke is that my father, who did not go to English for high school, is actually the guy who edited all our writings for English. So that's like another thing. Also, like, he edited a guy's thesis for college and stuff like that. So again, I'm not saying, like, of course you have to have a good education and stuff, but first of all, Parnasa is in Hashem's hands, for those of you who do believe in God. And the second thing is that I really haven't seen, like, I didn't see that we Borough Parkers are any poorer than the people who have